Hey everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to give you my personal opinion on the saga that went down and is still going down with the company GameStop and their stock ticker symbol GME. This story has everyone talking. It has everything that everyone wants in a story. It has an underdog, it has a villain, it has a bloody battle with big losers and big winners, and possibly even a love story. Okay, if you haven't heard about this one yet, I don't know what you've been doing instead. The company GameStop and its stock GME has been all over the news lately because in just a matter of 1 month, the stock has gained over 1,500%. Trading has been halted a few times due to extreme volatility. This has turned some traders and investors into millionaires in a very short time span, while others have lost tons of money in a very short time span too. All of this is due to the online world of beginner and retail traders and investors banding together on social platforms like Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, and others to go against big banks and big institutional investors who, on the other hand, don't think GameStop and GME has that much value. A classic David versus Goliath story. David being the group of retail and beginner investors banding together on these social platforms. Goliath being the big banks and the big institutions who have been shorting GameStop aggressively. Interesting setup, recent events, and this saga is still going too. Right now, David is winning by a long shot, but who will win in the end and how long will this saga continue? Let me get my popcorn. Now, I am totally on board with beginner and retail investors, with the younger generations coming up and getting more interested in investing and building their wealth, being more active in investing in the markets. I see investing in the markets and in real estate as a great way to build wealth. That is the way the rich get richer. So it's great to see that more beginner and retail investors are getting interested in the stock market and in investing. Because I'm a retail investor myself, but I do have some concerns. No. There's so much more I could say that has also happened. So if you're interested in learning more about this story, just Google it and you're going to find a ton of articles and way more information. But for the most part, I think I've caught you up. So now let me give you my take. And I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get some or a lot of hate for this, but in order for me to give you my opinion on GameStop, I need to do an analysis on the stock and on the company. So let's start. First, let's look at GameStop's fundamentals. If you don't know what GameStop is or does, they are a retailer of video games. They have thousands of brick and mortar stores across the US, Canada, and other countries where they sell and they rent video games and consumer electronics. Its current trading price is just over $350. The 52-week price range is from $257 to $380, which is just insane. We can see the huge gains in the last 5 to 30 days. Its current market cap is $24 billion. GameStop does not pay a dividend, no dividend. Does it have earnings? No. So right away we can see that this company is not profitable. This is basic stuff so far, people. Continuing on with our evaluation, revenue has been dropping year over year and it took a big hit last year due to COVID. We can see the same trend on a quarterly basis with the company still struggling. Profits took a huge hit too. The company is not profitable and is not growing revenue. Okay. Price to book is 68. The forward P&E is negative 2,000. Again, not profitable. This is just ridiculous. Looking at its balance sheet, we can see that they have $500 million in cash and they have $1.2 billion in debt. Not profitable and not exactly lightly leveraged either. They have quite a bit of debt. Okay, so just out of all that info alone, would you want to invest in this company? What is the logical reason that this stock is up right now? Is it just because these retail traders and these retail investors are going up against these big banks and these institutions and it's just revenge? Is it just to stick it in their face? If so, this has gone way out of hand. Let's do a technical analysis. Well, yeah, things are way overbought relative to historical prices. That's clear. We can see that this stock is extremely overbought on many levels on a technical analysis basis. MACD, RSI, Bollinger Bands, moving averages, they're all showing overbought levels. So this stock has overbought levels and signals in both a fundamental analysis basis and a technical analysis basis. They are not growing revenue, they're not profitable, their business model is off, they're struggling. Is there some recent news that I'm missing that has the promise to turn this company around? New board members? I mean, okay, even if they were to go back to pre-COVID levels, which who knows when that'll be, the company in stock is still going to only be able to produce a certain amount of revenue and a certain amount of profits if they're lucky enough to pull profits. I think once some of these beginner retail investors start to realize that this company is not profitable, is not growing revenue, has a tricky business model, and they realize that the only thing that's propping up the price of this stock is the hype behind it and themselves holding the bag, I think some people will start to sell and a sell-off can occur. The sell-off might be just as quick as the surge too. Or who knows, it might not be. Maybe these retail investors are going to hold this stock and prop up the price up for a long time just to prove a point. It's not growing revenue, it's not profitable, it doesn't pay a dividend. Just looking at the fundamentals, this is not a company that I would personally look to add to my portfolio right now. Not unless things start to turn around really quickly for this company in terms of growing revenue and finding profits. At least be profitable or growing revenue or pay a dividend. Again, I do like to see the growing numbers of retail and beginner investors and traders getting into the stock market, getting into investing and building their wealth. But you guys, you need to know what you're investing in and don't just blindly follow anyone into any kind of investment. Especially these option traders who are just trading options and they're going to sell their contracts, pull profits quickly, and leave you guys holding the bag, which is these shares. But again, I am on the retail investors side, so I do hope that all of you retail investors who have gotten into the stock do make money. Another topic to discuss is the impact that these social networks and the big influencers on them are having on the stock market and on manipulating stock prices. I know that retail investors and beginner investors are claiming that the big banks and institutional investors have been manipulating stock prices for years, and I do agree with that, but there's still a very fine line of what is right and what is wrong. So there's a lot I could say on both sides, so maybe I'll leave that up to another video. But what do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button. It will really help the video and the channel. Share this video if you want. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely subscribe. I'm going to wrap this one up, so I will wish you a good day, a good night, and I will see you next time. All right, until then.